thing. Yeah. Black. Ears. Tail. Paws. Whiskers. Lips. Paw. Fur. Black. Cat. Black cat. Yes. Yes. You know, people come in here to see you on YouTube.
Are you okay?
No, Eddie, I'm not.
What can I do?
What can you do? Eddie, I have no idea what's happening out there. You really need to. I've been here for weeks. You
came already. All I wanted was... And when it happened, I didn't know what to do. I felt empty. Like a walking shell. Dead to the world. I had nothing to live for.
Coach Little League? That's it. That's all I wanted. Simple. Buddy. What a worst thing I had, man.
I'm a failure, bro. I know I am. Better or worse. That's what we said. We were 24 years old. How are we supposed to know what worse was?
Damn.
You know that they hit the hospital.
so healthy then. Start a little grave log.
I never thought it would make it.
I think I knew. I didn't want to.
Oh, goodness.
I told myself that it wouldn't happen. Miracles do occur. And they took it from me. When I could not hold them.
Yeah.
I'm going down. So can I. Think about this for a second. If no one else...
Let me get out of this open G tuner real quick. Just 3 little strings need to be adjusted. Check the others while I'm here. In tune? Yep. I was in standard tuning.
don't want to come up here? Oh, I screwed that all up. I forgot what song I was doing. See, I got all these songs, and I do pieces and parts of others. I jump around, and I forget what I'm doing. Well, whatever it was probably really good. Oh.
Try our new spicy Calabrian sauce that gives steak and shrimp bucatini some life.
Still. I'll be.
Chevy trucks are as dependable as the Chevy people who drive them.
I don't remember them.
Mission to get going. They all have that little extra.
Oh well.
Something. And maybe
I don't know I've been at this. 34 minutes on me. I just made that one up. I really need to record that one. I really do. For the main channel. Because I will forget it. And it will be gone into eternity. And that's what I'm going to do while I do this. The live show. Video. Turn it around. Set this here. So when y'all hear me talking here in a second at the other device, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just telling what's happening on the main channel. Hey, Eve. They until dawn. What does that mean? They. Wasn't that a movie? They? Or is it them? I don't remember. But anyway, let me record this real quick for the main channel. Hello, friends and fans of Rock and Roll Love Palace. I'm here doing live shows, and as usual, I made one up, and I need to remember it, and this is the best way to remember it, is to record it and put it on the shorts in the main channel. So here we go. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. Maybe Torn Underwear. That might be a good title, huh, Eve? And that was it. That was it, folks. Oh, Nick can't make it today, and I'll have in about an hour or so I don't have to. I don't die at work. Oh, you don't have to stay if you feel bad. Are you feeling sick? Is it because you're pregnant? You can tell Uncle Zeb. I won't tell nobody. But I'm going to ask Nick to do the right thing and to speak proper Texan or English. Oh, I guess I could upload this while I'm sitting here. Are you feeling bad, Eve? Short ad. Is it from all the radiation you're dealing with daily? You don't have to stay if you're feeling that bad. Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but if you're feeling sick, don't stay. I'm sorry, I don't want to get sick too from your Russian radioactive disease. Now, Eve, I seek your guidance. What shall I call that little tune I just did? Torn underwear? Dirty underwear? No, we'll forget about the underwear. Um, how about with Russia with love? No, from Russia with love? No. What can we call it, Eve? Oh, there's other people. Hey, what's up, Nick? I'm trying to think.
It's a drink.
I think I'll call it "Kiss Me in the Grass." That's what I'll call it. Ta-da! Upload short. Let that upload. In the meantime, 'cause that takes a minute. I can do better than that. Arf, arf, arf. What you doing, pup? Huh? What you doing? Did you want to go pee-pee? You want to go outside? Oh. Puppy wants to go outside. Oh my God, I'm getting old. I can't move like I used to. Oh.
That puppy needs to go pee-pee. He's down there go pee-pee. Let me out. Hurry, hurry.
Okay, that didn't take too long. I had to let the pup out. Oh, you know what I do? Where is the remote control? Oh, there it is. I forgot all about that. See, when I'm not online, I'll sit here and play guitar with the TV going, and I won't even think about it. I'll be looking at it, but you know, it's like you're hypnotized. You're not even really taking it in. And I'll be playing along all day long, just doing this, doing that. And then I'll have it on while I'm on live, and I'll forget that it's on. I know. I'm a mental defective. Next. Add a caption. Hey, what did I call that just now? Kiss me in the grass? Kiss me in the grass. Me has one M, Zeb. there. Haha. Dang the bad. That's the bad thing about these iPhones. Heat up so doggone fast. And it's trying to post. While it's posting, I will continue a picking and a grinning. That was not the right chord. That sounded a little bit better. Okay, got it uploaded on Instagram. Now for TikTok. So anyway, I was telling Eve earlier about my evil ex who took all my military stuff and either threw it away or burned it. Who knows? I got that I got it one time, and then the next time, no, I threw it away. And the next time I got it, and the next time after that, oh, I burned it, you know. And finally, I gave up. I decided I just didn't want anything. I didn't have any medals or nothing. I had my mission badges, you know, but I didn't have any Purple Hearts or anything like that. Kiss me in the grass. I guess there's always going to be some asshole be go, oh, you mean kiss me in the ass? Kiss you in the ass? Is that what you really want? Oh, wait a minute. Do. Did it upload? I do believe it did. Yay. Okay, no more uploads. I'm done. Do you really? It's like a background noise. I'm not even... Sometimes, you know, something will be on and I'm interested in it, and I'll look up. In fact, you know what I'm going to start doing? You know, my PC, I can run it through my TV with I got an old webcam. It works, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Every time I go live on the computer through the TV, no one never shows up. Nobody. I sat there one time for 2.5 hours, and I was like, well, dadgum, there ain't no one to even talk to, much less play to. So. But anyway, Eve wanted to know about Angela, my ex, and all the evil that occurred. Well, y'all know about her mother being murdered by 5 they call themselves Afro-Americans, but they ain't no more from Africa than this wall over here. But, they, you know, they called them all and they got convicted. And Angela, on top of her ovaries being removed and not having any hormones, the woman without her hormones is a woman's crazy anyway, but she's really fucking off the wall with no hormones. And she got worse and worse. Let me give you an example before it all hit the fan of what it was like. And I took this. I won't never do it again in life, but because I did love Angela at that time. But there is a channel called Lifetime here in the States. It's mostly geared for women they call them chick flicks, not porn, but romantic, touching family type shows. Well, there was some show that I found out that was on, and I told her, I said, let me make some popcorn and get some sodas, and let's watch this movie. So, kind of just chill out on everything that's been going on. And she acted actually normal. She hadn't been acting normal for months at this point. And she said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Well, made the popcorn. There was no Coca-Cola. There was only Pepsi, a different type of soda. Well, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I put the ice in the glasses and I poured the drinks and I took it in there with the popcorn. And the movie just started. And, when you eat popcorn, it's salty and makes you thirsty. And, of course, you're going to take a drink. So she takes a drink. And she goes like this. She said, this isn't Coke. She said, what is this? I said, it's Pepsi. I said, there was no Coca-Cola. She took that glass and threw it against the fucking wall, cussing me out like I hadn't been cussed out since I'd been in the boot camp in the Marine Corps. And I'm like, what? I just don't deserve this. What did I do? And I'm sitting there trying to tell her the whole time. And I remember this. And I said, why are you being so upset? Don't you know that I love you? I'm trying to do these things for you. And she just tore into me viciously. And, oh, you're sick also, Nick? Well, I don't know. Not that time period. She sure ain't now since she had a stroke and an aneurysm. But I do not advocate hitting women. I don't do that. If a woman picks up a gun or a knife, then it's all fair. But just because you're having a verbal argument does not precipitate violence. It doesn't. And besides, if you're a man and you knock a woman around, you ain't much of a man, in my opinion. Now, if that woman starts swinging and she picks up a knife or a gun, then you got every right in the world to do whatever you got to do to stop her. But that was just an example of what it was like every other day. Literally, and I'm not exaggerating. It was that bad. And I put up with that from the time of her mother's murder until I found out she was cheating. Let me tell you the story of how she was cheating. And y'all come out with me and we'll go smoke a cigarette because I'm really wanting a cigarette. So I don't have to go to the store here not too much longer. Get some more. But what happened, I had an elderly couple who were my neighbors. She was like, they were in their late 80s, upper 90s, or upper 80s, early 90s age. And I would go and take out, I would cut their yard and get their garbage to take out and put on the side of the road. Me and one of Aunt's sons, Kevin, the oldest one. Well, the old man was always asking me not to do that. He said I didn't need to, but I did it anyway, and weeded it edged around his yard. Well, I got home from work, and he's standing out there, the old fella, and he said, Zeb, I need to talk to you. And I figured he was going to get on to me about cutting his yard, because me and Kevin had cut his yard that prior weekend. And he, or try to give me some money. He always tried to give me money for cutting his yard. And eventually I would take it, and I'd put it back in his mailbox. And I'm just that way. But anyhow, he said, why don't you come on and have a glass of tea with me? And it started sounding kind of serious. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? Maybe he's going to leave me a bunch of money or something, I mean, that's what I thought, Well, we go in his house, and we're having a glass of tea. Now, his wife's in the back in a medical bed, a hospital bed, because she was pretty much bedridden at this point. And he was still taking care of her. I admire that at that age. Well, anyhow, he said, Zeb, I think he said he was 93. He said, I didn't live to be 93, but keep putting my nose in other people's businesses. That's not what I do. He said, but you always cut my yard and taking the garbage out, and you don't have to do that to remind you again, but this time I'm going to stick my nose where it probably don't belong. And that's when he told me, he said, at 8:30 every morning, there's some young, this is how he termed it, a young guy coming to your house and leaving at 4:30, an hour before you get home, every day for the last 4 months. This is a Friday. I got the weekend off. I'm thinking murder, death, kill. I'm going to kick off in a bitch's ass. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm thinking that way. I'm not going to do it, but I'm thinking that way. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, for 3 years, I have been put through verbal abuse, some physical abuse, being slapped from her. I can take a slap. I can even take a punch, but I ain't going to take too many of them, if you know what I mean. Well, anyhow, she had done this, and I'm pissed. To say that I'm upset is an understatement. Well, I got to go home. I'm either A, going to confront, or B, be cool. I decided to be cool. Now, I can be cool. I can be very... There ain't no one here. Y'all are gone. Oh, I'm talking to the fucking air. Oh, well. I guess that don't matter. Oh, it shows that no one's in here. That's why I stopped. Must be the internet thingy. Yeah, them probably. Probably so. I know that my government's got my number, and your government's probably going, she's talking to a Yankee. But anyway, I went into my house. I didn't yell, I didn't scream, but she knew I was pissed. She could tell that I was upset. I just told her, I said, I just had a really bad day at work. You know, I just need some time. And I'm really hurt by all this, because in the 8 years we were together, I never cheated, I never knocked her around, never stole from her, just like Brenda. You know, I don't believe in cheating. I had the opportunities and always walked away from it. When I'm with somebody, I'm with that person. But apparently that doesn't mean anything. I have found out in 60 years that doesn't mean a goddamn thing to anybody. I should have been out fucking everything I could, but I didn't. But anyhow, all weekend long I'm upset and mad and getting angrier and angrier. And come Monday morning, before I went off to the refinery, because I was working for Exxon at the time as one of their engineers, and I went and went to, this is back when they had payphones everywhere. They don't have payphones here in the States anymore because of cell phones. Well, I went to a payphone. I called my boss, who was a personal friend at the time, and he knew about the situation, you know, her mom's murder and all that. And I had 3 weeks of vacation, and I told him, I said, I might take a day for sure. I might take the whole 3 weeks. I don't know yet. I'll explain when I see you. And he said, cool, don't worry about it. We got no big projects going on. You're not critically needed. So I went to a fast food place called Burger King, which is the most horrible place in the world. And I got 2 breakfast burritos, and I pulled around the corner from my house, and at about 8:30, I was listening to the radio. I remember distinctly seeing 8:34 on the readout of the clock on my car radio, or my truck radio. And this little purple truck comes driving up and stops in front of my house. And out bebops a fucking nigger. He's a young nigger. He was 19 years old, as I found out later. And walks right in my door. Don't knock or nothing, just walks right in. Well, I left this part out, but I had my 1911 Colt 45 with me, semi-automatic, fires 45 caliber rounds. And here in Texas, if you catch your spouse in bed with another man or woman, you can legally kill them. It's on the books. You might sit in jail for 2 years, but when it goes to court, you're a free man. But it's called a crime of passion. I was gonna shoot the fucking bitch. I was gonna shoot that nigger, and I was gonna shoot him and her. Well, you think someone being trained in weapons would know this, but I had that son a 45. You gotta cock it, and I had it cocked on the seat of my truck seat. And when I peeled out around the corner, it slid and it hit the floorboard. And when it did, it went off, and it made a hole this big in the floorboard. Well, it was like a wake up call. What do they call that? A bring you back to a reality moment. Because if I had killed them, for one, it'd be on me. And it'd be on my conscience. Even though now how mad and upset and hurt I was, eventually I start feeling bad, guilty about it. And so I went off and I got drunk the whole day. Every bar in this town from 9 a.m. on. And I was fucked up. I mean, I had puked several times and I still got some more liquor and drank some more. Well, there's a grocery store called Kroger's here in the States. And I was in that parking lot. It was dark. I'm 4 hours past due to be home. And I haven't called. I haven't, I have felt betrayed before, but I never had felt betrayed on that scale. I've had chicks screw around on me, but I never had a house and a wife and 2 kids and a dog and and it's just all been destroyed. Everything gone. No hope of ever recovering it. Well, in this Kroger's parking lot that I was talking about, I was sitting there drinking out of a 12-pack and I was crying. I was so hurt. And I just was, man. And I'm going to give you 3 guesses. And the first 2 don't even count. 2 car spaces down to my left. Guess who comes driving up? I'll give you 3 guesses. Like I said, the first 2 don't even count. Guess who comes driving up? What's my favorite music band? All of them. I don't really have one particular favorite band. But anyway, as I grabbed the axe handle from the gun rack, because I had an axe handle in my gun rack in my pickup truck, he seen me at the last second. I didn't kill him, but that right leg was bent in a bunch of different angles before I left that parking lot. I beat that nigger like I beat the black off of him. Oh, I was on a tear now. I'm mad. I'm angry, and the only thing that's going to stop me would be the cops. I drove like a maniac to my house. I drive down my street. I don't park in the driveway, and I don't park on the street. I drive right into my yard, man. And I let the door open. I jumped out, and I went to the front door, and I didn't open it. I kicked it in. I kicked it so hard the door frame come cattywart. It's like a 45-degree angle, and I just tore it all out, man. And well, she come running down the hallway, and before I continue, what I'm about to tell you is the only time I ever did this in my life, and I am not proud of it. I'm very ashamed of it, even to this day, 30 years down the road. I confronted her. She asked me, "What the hell's your goddamn problem kicking in the door like that?" Well, it's time to lay the cards out on the table. So I told her. I said, "I found out that you've been fucking some goddamn nigger. What the fuck's your problem, lady? All the shit you have put me through for the last 3 years, and now you're doing this?" And she looked me dead in the eye. And I promise she looked me dead in the eye and said, "I'm not fucking anybody else." I lost it. I did. And I'm not proud of it. I reared back. And as hard as I could, I punched her right in the nose and mouth, and she flipped, and she's sprawled out on the floor. I'm mad, and I'm pissed off, and I'm drunk. And I shouldn't have done that, and I know I shouldn't have done that. But I knew I had enough sense about me that I knew that if I just knocked out my old lady in our house, I'm the one that's going to jail. So I jumped back in my pickup truck, and for the next 3 weeks, I went all over Texas, staying in motels, going to bars. I did not screw anybody else. I thought about it, but I didn't want to screw anybody or anything. I just stayed drunk. And I tried to work it out with her. I'm going to end this sorry tale real quick. I tried to work it out with her. To give you an example, we was in the middle of making love without going into detail, and I didn't want to be screwing her. And for a man to say that in the act of a sexual act like that, that's pretty goddamn bad. And it is. Well, the plot. Here is the plot how I only had to end up paying $55,000 instead of the $240,000 for the house. Like I said, I worked for the Exxon Oil Corporation at the time. I had stocks, bonds. I was making, what was it, $34 an hour just to go take some measurements in a plant, you know. I had 100% insurance. I was set. Oh, someone typed something. And you should. And to make yourself feel better, you should give Nick $50 and me $50. Yeah, because I'm Uncle Zeb. But and Nick, he needs some money. I had a psychic vision. The fella needs some money to buy some alcohol. That's what it is. But now here's the plot. I did not come up with this plot. It was my buddy from the United States Marine Corps named Brooks Blanton, who is no longer among us. He committed suicide about 20 years ago. Anyway, he come up with this idea because I was telling him about it. First he said, remember 8 years ago when I told you not to get involved with that person? That's what he said. He warned me. He said, she ain't no good. She's nothing but trash. If she's leaving her husband, because she left her husband for me, if she's going to leave someone she's with to be with someone else, she's going to do it to you. And look what she did. She did it to me. So, anyway, he said, here's what we're going to do. You just got to be cool for about a month and a half, maybe 2. We're going to take money out of your bank a little at a time every week. He said, and I'll take that money and I'll put it in a bank way up north in a place called Nacogdoches. It's a town, a city north of here, about 3-4 hours from here. And he said, no one will know but me and you. And I said, fucking A, man. What do I got to lose at this point? So eventually, we took $285,000 and moved it to this bank with no one knowing about it but me and him. Oh, you should let him pay. Yes, you might as well just go ahead and accept it, Nick. If you want a woman, you have to pay. If you don't do it in a relationship, you end up going to a hooker. And you still have to pay. But, no, I'm just kidding about that. So, one day, a Saturday, a bank representative and 2 constables shows up to the house. And why do they show up to the house? Because I had quit making payments on the house. Yes, the whole goal was for her not to get that house. Because I had made it very clear to everybody around me. I said, before I let her have it, I'll burn that son of a bitch down and fuck it if I go to jail. It's mine. I earned it. I used my GI Bill to buy it. You know, I'll do whatever the fuck I want with it. Well, anyhow, Uh, they show up. Angela's at the store or somewhere, probably sucking someone's dick. Truth known about it, and they said we're here to foreclose on the house. They're going to repossess the house, and I said, let me grab some of my clothes, a twin bed, and some utensils, and man, I'm out of here, and y'all can have it. I hadn't moved that fast since I was in the military. There was so much shit I had lost and left there. My pictures, all the stuff from the military. I did get all my guitars and amplifiers out of there sometime before, but I I got all that stuff in my truck, and she comes pulling up, and she goes, "What's the police doing here?" And I said, "Oh, they're foreclosing on the house because I ain't been paying the rent or the mortgage, but I've been blowing it at titty bars." And I drove off, you know. And now the thing of it was, I do not like topless bars. I don't. I'm known for that. You get all hot and bothered, you can't do nothing about it. Fuck that noise. You know, if I'm gonna get hot and bothered, I want my woman right there so we can play. You know. Well, anyhow, we eventually went to court because we had to get divorced, and they had me on the stand second. Yeah, I'm kind of jumping ahead a little bit. They had her on the stand first, and her lawyer asked her what happened, and she admitted on the stand in court on public record that she cheated on me, committed adultery, and the judge kind of looked out of the corner of his eye at her like, "Are you really saying this in court?" I thought her lawyer was going to stroke out, and my lawyer nudged me. He said, "Look, it's going to be bad, but it ain't going to be that bad." You know. And in the end, after I had to go on the stand also. They asked me what happened to all the money, and I told them, you know, I went to topless bars and gave it away and spent it and blew it. I said I blew it on cocaine and booze. I was so heartbroken over Angela cheating, which there's a lot of truth to that. I was very heartbroken over it, but I didn't go to topless bars. And I didn't, at least at that point, I didn't throw the money away on cocaine. Later on I did. But, in the conclusion, what basically ended up happening, I had a property with a trailer, a double wide trailer out way far from here, and I went there to live. She got to keep the house for almost a year until it was sold, and the mortgage got paid off, and whatever money was left, we had to split, is what happened. And so I got some extra money on top of that $285,000. Now, I will say this, I did give Brooks 10 grand. He didn't need it, he was rich. His parents had died and left him very wealthy. But so anyway, that's my sad tale of what happened between Angela and I. Well, that's the thing, Eve. She told me she still loved me. To this day. To this very day. I can, if I were to be able to find her, I don't know where she's at now, but I can probably go to her and tell her, ask her, Angela, do you even still love me at all? She'd probably tell me yes. You had to be there in the same room with us. You could feel what's the term? You could feel that there was something going on between her and I, romantically. People would comment on it. They could feel it. It was that intense. But if you remember, as I mentioned yesterday, was it yesterday, day before yesterday, that we loved each other very passionately. But when we fought passionately with one another. We hardly ever fought, to be honest, but we did have fights. But the few times we did, and I'd say, "Fuck you, I'm out of here, I'm going out, and I'll see you tomorrow." And I jump in the truck. And I know y'all don't know how big Houston is, but it takes a good hour and a half to get from one side of the county to the other. And there was this bar it's a pool room. It's a great big pool room. And I would go, called Sticks, and I would go there and drink beer and watch TV because they had a TV in there. And I'd watch Star Trek. And I'm a Trekkie, by the way. And it was the craziest thing. She didn't know about that place, but she could find it. She found it and come right to me, and vice versa. Well, she got mad at me. She said, "Fuck you! I don't want to see you tomorrow. I'm going to go off and get drunk with some of my girlfriends." And she took off, and I let it ride for about an hour, hour and a half or so. I said, "I'm going to go find that crazy bitch." I drove around. And I don't know how. I couldn't explain it. We had a psychic connection, man. I drove and found her. And she was sitting at a table in a bar by herself. She started crying. I held her in my arms, and because I loved her. I did at the time. If she was still whole, would I have anything to do with her? Because she's not whole, because she had a stroke and an aneurysm up in her torso. And then later on, she had another aneurysm in her brain. And her just to be walking around is a miracle in itself. Well, let me give you a background. Angela was older than I by 7 years. I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it there in Russia. But in Texas, or here in the States, in a particular part of Texas, in Austin, there's a place called Hippie Hollow. That Austin, by the way, is the capital of Texas. And Hippie Hollow was basically a nudist colony. She was one of the managers that first started it back in the late 70s. And she grew up and came from an open lifestyle. In other words, where they were swingers. Her and her husband, the guy she left me for, they like to wife swap, sleep with the different people. And they knew about it and didn't seem to care. I'm cut from a different piece of wood. I would care. I do not want some dick, and I do not want some cum swimming around up inside my old lady that ain't mine. I'm not into that. But they were. Orgies, all swinging, three ways. She was bisexual. Yeah. It's every man's fantasy until it happens. Then after about 7 months, it's not a fantasy anymore. It's like getting a loaf of bread. I don't know why. She was just programmed that way. And I think it was daddy issues myself as I look back up on it. Her dad walked out. She met him one time, and all he didn't want to really talk to her. All he wanted to do was go fishing, and that's what he did. Didn't want to really talk to her or anything, which I thought was kind of sad because Angela was very beautiful. She had a great big heart, and when she loved me, I think, truly. But when she wanted apparently a different dick, it didn't matter whether she loved me or not. So that's life. But just for the record, because of people like her, I decided, particularly after Brenda, that I'm going to remain single the rest of my days. I'm tired of having my heart ripped out. I'm tired of having my feelings hurt. I'm tired of losing every goddamn thing I have. And if I get into that other place, see, here I'm having to pay $750 a month. Over there I'm going to be paying $328 a month. Compared to $750 a month, I'm going to get my credit back. And I'm going to get me another car. Because I'm having too many problems with that one. And it's way past time for me to move from here. I should have done it a long time ago. But Mama was like she is, and she needed someone to be here with her because she couldn't walk. She used a walker, and if she fell or something, she'd lay there until God knows when. So I decided not. I turned down 2 different places to move to, but not this time. I don't know, Eve. I've asked myself that question. After me and her broke up, I didn't date for 5 years. 6 years. I didn't date anybody. Didn't sleep with anybody. No nothing. All I did was run around, did cocaine, got addicted to cocaine, Oh my God, that was horrible. Jesus, 3 cigarettes left. That sucks. And actually, giving up cocaine wasn't as bad as giving up Xanax. That was bad. I've been through some shit, but I ain't never been through no shit like that. But anyhow, that's the whole sad tale. The the adventures of Robert or Zeb and Angela. She thought I was Jewish when she heard my name. And I said, no, it's biblical. I picked it out of the, because Zeb is not my real name. I'd really rather not say my real name online. So, I mean, I'm just asking. Don't get all freaky or nothing. So, do you like dress like the Russian KGB and interrogate Nick when he's not where he's supposed to be? No, I know you don't. No, there on TikTok. There's a thing. One, I guess you call them a reel. There's some blonde-haired lady who said she acts like she's Slavic. Is that the term? But she's blonde, pretty. You know, I don't like blondes myself. I know everybody wants a blonde, but not me. I like brunettes, and I've had one redhead, and that was enough of that action. But what was I saying? Oh God. The senility kicks in. Oh shit. So I remember asking you if you dress as the KGB and interrogate Nick if he's not where he's supposed to be. What was I talking about? I don't even remember now. Oh my God. Oh, and I haven't been smoking weed. I'm trying to let my tolerance go down, man. This is day 2. 5 more days to go. So where are you feeling sick at? Is Nick sick also? Oh, I gotta go get that silly little dog. Well, I still ain't getting no new subscribers. Let me go let the puppy in. I'll be right back. Thumper cat, big and fat. You're a thumper cat. You're a kitty cat. You're my baby cat. My thumper kitty cat. Almost set on you. Look at this thing. Oh, don't hold me. Don't hold me. Oh, you can pet me, but don't hold me. Oh. Oh no. Is he pregnant? What have you two been doing? I need details. No, I don't want no details. I'm just being silly. But you can come with me and smoke one more cigarette. You guess so what? I'm gonna get you, puppy. Oh. Yeah. He, is he really 16? I think I've seen a show like that once. Wait a minute, isn't that an MTV show or something? 16 and Pregnant? Is he a movie star? Can I get an autograph? You want to see a... Let me ask you, and if you tell me it's none of my business, that's fine. But have you ever watched a porn? Seriously? There's one. Listen, well, actually, there's two I'm going to tell you about. I'm not going to go into graphic details. But there's one that's funny as hell called Inside Sika. Now, actually, there's only this one scene. Sika is in one of her great acting moments of taking on 5 guys at one time. Such talent. Well, there was this porn actor, used to be. He's still around, but he doesn't act anymore. But his name is Ron Jeremy. He was kind of in the 70s, he was kind of a comedic porn actor. I'm telling you, you can't make that up. But he was really, you could tell he had a natural acting ability other than the sex part, you know. But he was funny as hell. And well, anyway, Sika's doing her thing with those 5 guys, and he comes around the corner. He goes, "Hey, baby, why don't you suck my dick?" And she stops doing what she's doing. She goes, "Fuck you, motherfucker. Go suck your own dick." And he gets mad. And he goes back around the corner. He goes, "Suck my own dick. That fucking bitch." He said, "Well, that's not a bad idea." Eve, this guy drops his pants. He has a dong on him like a horse. I am not. Put me to shame. And he takes his Peter, and he sucks himself off. It's that big. And the whole time in the background, it's making these noises going as he blows his load. There's one you can tell them they're at the shop tomorrow. I just had never seen anything. I've been all over the world, Eve, but I had never seen anything like that in my life. I've seen women take snakes in the Orient and then put them inside of themselves. I've seen prostitutes take a 2-liter bottle and stick it up their butthole. I mean, I've seen all kinds of shit, but I ain't never seen nothing. Bring on the clowns and some vodka. So, you're not working tomorrow, correct? Oh, is Nick calling in? He's not really 16, is he? Oh, okay, I'm just checking. Might have to call the local KGB, have a little talk with you. Little child molester, you. An agent of Epstein. Is that? Oh, I get it now. So did you go to the island a lot? You can tell me. You can tell Uncle Zeb. I wonder if it's true about. Oh, run, Nick, run! Did you have you heard some of the stuff they supposedly that went on Epstein's island? Supposedly they had little kids, not just screwing them, but killing them and eating them too. What the fuck, man? I don't understand something like that. I can't see. I can't get turned on by little kids. Hell, I can't get turned on much by anything these days. The end of that story. Of what story? Working? Your ex? What about your ex? Well, I didn't know we was talking about him. I had to put my key up. If I don't put it on the key ring, I'll lay it down somewhere and walk off and leave it. Oh. Oh. Huh. Your ex. That's the one that stays silent. I assume that's who you're talking about. Oh. Oh well. Fuck him. Hmm. No. When I was younger, I used to, with Angela, I wept. Patty, before Angela, you don't know about Patty. I wept. That was just stupidity on my part. That on that one. Tabby, when I was, this is all my early 20s. Even after being in the Marine Corps, I'm sensitive. I can't help it. But I just, I think it. I can only speak from my end. I can't speak from their end. I always believed, and that I didn't. I know it's going to sound like I'm trying to blame my parents, and I'm not intentionally trying to do that. But I didn't. It was a bad childhood. I didn't. I didn't get any love from my father. I think he cared, but he didn't know how to show it. Mom, I love my mother, but man, she was or is an extremely difficult person to get along with. Uh, just a vile person. And what I mean by that, she'll turn on you like a vicious dog. I mean, at the drop of a hat. And I'm not anybody and everybody. She's always been that way. And as she got older, it got worse and worse and worse. And I wanted to get out of here and move and get away from her and this whole goddamn town after the Brenda scenario. Um, and now that opportunity is trying to present itself again, and I'm hopping on that train. I got to get out of this, Eve. Uh, I've done nothing but my life going straight to hell over here. I told my brother when she went to nursing home, I said, I'd rather be broke and have a roof over my head but I can have some money over there and a roof over my head. Uh, uh, See that? Remember when I was talking about earlier in relationships about how I don't cheat, and I don't believe in it. I think there was one time I did when I was in high school, and I'm not sure if that could really count, because no one was really had a commitment to one another. But see, I watched growing up both my parents, mom and dad, cheat on one another. Dad, he would go bowling and pick up chicks. He'd have a different one in the car every time. And he'd take me. I'd be like the little wingman, you know. Oh, you guys are a cute little boy. And that's how the conversation would start. And, you know, he buy me a Coke or something and tell me to stay right there at the little cafeteria bar they would have in there at the bowling alley. And he would go out, take them out in the car and screw them, you know. I mean, that's just what he did, and it wasn't just once or twice; it was continuous. He was a slut, man, and I was the same way, but I was a slut with that one person, not multiple people like that. And mom, she was involved with just one guy named Jack. She was in contact with him up until he died. But that was a long time ago when he passed away. Back in the late 80s, mid 80s. I don't know. But it left me when every time I'd get betrayed, it was devastating. It was just, it was crippling. It was like, I can't believe, excuse me, Bear, come on. Come on. Huh. Huh. Whatever. Because I did try to believe that both people being faithful was the key for it to work, or at least in part. And everyone I got involved with just about cheated on me. I don't know why. Oh, okay. You focus on the southern states of America. Huh. Well, that's what we're doing. Except I'm vaping at the moment. I really need to stick with my vape. I only got one bottle left. I could hopefully get another bottle in the sometime. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. I got to see what the deal is about that car, man. I guess I'll hit the plasma place early, first in line in the morning, then haul ass to that apartment complex, put that paperwork in, and then what else am I going to do? There's something else I need to do, Eve, and I'm forgetting. No, that's really about it. Who, you have daddy issues? I just wanted to be loved, but it's just not in the cards. So I give up. I can't go through that no more, man. That last time about killed me. I sat in this room, drunk. I don't have daddy issues. I have maybe mommy issues. Because that was my thing for years, was I always would date older women. Just about every one of them was older than I was. Not like by 50 years or anything like that, you know, like within a 10-year period. But it's kind of a kinky thing. Yeah, too bad Angela turned out to be all fucked up. If her mom hadn't got murdered and all that, we probably would have still been together. More than likely, we got along that good. But that, if I had done it, she wouldn't have cared, but she would have let me never forget about it. Yeah, that's how women, all women are like that. They'll forgive you for it, for cheating, but they'll never let you forget. Oh. So do you think Nick ate something bad and just got sick from something like that? Well, I can I can speak upon that from a male's perspective. And what I mean by that is, now I'm saying this, yeah, from a male's perspective. Basically, it comes down to this. If you're not getting supper at home, you end up going out to eat. And what I mean by that is, if you're not having sex at home, then someone's going to end up going out and finding it somewhere else. And they will. Y'all are both young. That's all y'all think about. I'd be willing to bet we took an EKG of y'all's brains. It showed up but a bunch of little pussies bounce on the screen on his brain, and on yours would be some dick. so, because y'all are both so young. Now, when you get to be 60, like an old fart like me, you still think about it, but there ain't no action. Not like it used to be. Besides, I ain't got no one to have any action with. Unless I want to go find a whore, and I don't know about that. I heard tell there's a new STD out here in this area. They don't know how to get rid of it. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Well, that's good. Uh, See, everybody has baggage to one degree or another, particularly over a lifetime. but uh, I was always honest and upfront in every relationship. The only thing I ever asked, the only thing I ever demanded was don't fuck around. Don't cheat. That's all you gotta do. Anything else, I'm down. And it did no good. Oh, I'm writing everything down so I can tell Nick verbatim. Dear Nick, I got a story to tell you. No. Hey, I need to do a tour of Russia. You think I'd be a big hit in Russia? Putin probably won't half. I wonder what made Nick sick. Something he ate. If it come on all of a sudden like that, usually it's something you ate. Particularly feeling nauseous. I hate feeling nauseous. Sometimes the injection that I take for diabetes, it's called a Zimpact. Sometimes I feel a little nauseous here and there. One time, I was laid on that sofa where you sell your plasma because you lay on a sofa. I'll send you a picture sometime. And I started feeling nauseous. I was like, oh fuck, don't let me throw up in here, not now. I fought it, man. I kept it down because every time I get nausea like that, I really don't throw up anything except maybe some water. Oh, I don't think I'm a good enough guitar player to perform in public. You know, I don't know anybody's songs. I haven't played with anybody in years. I mean, we're talking 30 years or more. That's not right. I'd be happy going to some small bar and playing, but they'd be wanting me to sing, and I can't sing, so I need a singer. Tell Nick to start practicing. Is that what they call it, diesel? I wonder if the people, but see, even if I paid a visit, let's just say, for instance, I were to actually have some money to go traveling around again. You know, you do realize that the government over there would be following me around and shit, right? And I don't know if I'd be, and I'd be afraid to end up being sent to Siberia, like some gulag, you know? We have ways of making you talk. You know, I had someone in the room interrogate me that was talking in Russian like you were the other day on TikTok. And I don't know what the fuck you're saying, man. You got a cigarette? What? I need to get a new candle. I think oh, there. It's still in there. Yay. Turn on. Do, 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 do. It has 2 wicks in it. I don't know if you can see that in there through the light, but there's 2 wicks in there. I'm going to have to get me another one of those. It helps keep the air fresh. At least here in my room. Man, I really want to smoke some weed. But it ain't going to do me no good. Oh. Well, I can see it now. Well, Siberia was real cold. And I wouldn't last too long anymore with this damn diabetes, and now I gotta take testosterone, or I'm supposed to. They haven't given me anymore. Oh, bull! I want to hear you speak English. I think you could do it. Well, you need to practice. Perfect practice. You and Nick both. Y'all come in. I can teach y'all some American cuss words. Fuck, damn, shit, whore, bitch, slut, cunt, so on and so forth. Where did you... Hey, by the way, where did you learn English? Not me. What's this? That's true. And it's very true. You know how they got, I think was it you I was telling about that they got THC, and then now they got THCA. It doesn't turn into THC unless you light it up, the marijuana. Oh, did you really? Okay. Cool. But they, I already got one of these. I'm doing my game thing. Yeah, my free stuff for the day. What do we have here in the bonus? Oh, I need some more platinum. But I don't know. What we was talking about earlier, there was something in the air. It was here a lot more stronger when Biden was in office, but he didn't know. I mean, it was obvious the guy didn't know where the fuck he was at, man. I mean, he was, and to let him, for them to actually let him stay in that position is beyond me. I just never. Everybody was asking, like, why is he even still in office? Beats the fuck out of me. That's son of a bitch. I can tell you right now. But even worse was British English. Yeah, British English is a little bit different. they're Mary was or is British, Real nice lady. I ain't talked to her. I told her never to contact me again, so I'll never hear from her probably. But I miss her. But she was too far away and too Mormon. And now that it's just you and I in here, I can tell you what happened between Mary and I. Mary, lovely personality. The most wonderful personality on a human being you could ever hope for. I just took an instant liking to her. I was just starting to come out of that really dark period about what my son did and Brenda did and all that, and and it was so nice to feel good again, you know, and the first strike, when she come off and told me she was a Mormon. Mormons are fucked up. It's a cult, okay? But she never went to church, so you know there was some playroom in that. And then she sent me a picture, and not a dirty picture, but a picture what she had took a butcher knife and carved into her. I'm showing you on my right arm, but she did it on her left. She carved into her forearm, "I hate myself," with a knife. No shit, man. And that, I understand people got problems. But when you do something like that, you're too fucking far out for me. You know? Sorry. Never lay with a woman who has more problems than you. Because, see, a woman, and this is the truth, a woman can straighten a man out if he's all fucked up. But if a woman's all fucked up, you can't straighten her out. You can't. You know, you don't seem like you're fucked up. I don't know you that well, but you don't seem like you're thrown off. The only bad thing I can say about you is you're Russian. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing with you. Oops. 5 days to go, Eve. I'm playing my videos to get free stuff while I sit here looking stupider than usual. I was trying to decide if I want something to eat or not. I don't think I do. Nah. I need to fix that bicycle of mine. See, I got a bicycle. I love cycling. There's a nature trail, and it's paved in, about a mile from here. Nice. I used to ride 11, 12 miles on it every day, but when I hurt my back, I couldn't ride the bicycle because of my back, but I think I'm okay. I need some better tires than what's on there, but I was never a good student. The most I liked out of school was history. I liked history. But the rest of it, the people, the teachers, the whole learning process, I didn't care. I just didn't. I was too wild, and I didn't want to be in school. I remember the first time I quit twice in 10th grade. And the first time I stayed out for a few months, and I went back, tried to the next year. But man, I was going to be 17 years old in the 9th grade. And there's 3 more grades to go. They're going to think I was fucking retarded or something. And I said, no, I don't want to be here. I don't like it here. I don't want nothing to do with it. And I was done. And I signed myself out and never went back. I did end up going to college, though, for a few times. I went 3 different times. Once for the computer science, once for civil engineering, and again for the computer sciences. And didn't learn a goddamn thing. What, by Ukraine? Please tell me it's Ukraine. Don't tell me it's us. Ta-da! Got all of them. And there ain't nothing left. I can't do nothing until I play a game, and I'm not going to do that right yet. Oh, that's right. I've already been there. Turn that off. I skipped school, raised hell, get into fights, and all kinds of stuff. Get beat up. Two cigarettes left. We'll go smoke another one. Then I'll run to the store. But I'll get off here with you first and run to the store. I won't go just yet. Oh. The way back when, tell you one of my wild stories. I got in the car with this guy named Fred. Fred was a maniac. I mean, he was an outlaw. I mean, big time. And he picked me up when I was coming out, walking off the campus. I was still in school, and it was by Memorial Park there in Pasadena, Texas. And he said, "Hey, man, why don't you reach underneath my seat, and grab in that bag, and roll us a big old joint?" And I said, "Okay." I was thinking he had like a quarter ounce. Fuck no, man. I pulled out this bag, and it's what they call here in the States a quarter pound. It's a quarter of a pound. It's a great big baggie full of Mary Jane. And I'm like, far out, man. This is going to be a hell of a night. Well, there's this particular intersection, at the intersection of Ritchie and Jackson. There was a convenience store there. And sitting at this convenience store was a cop. Well, Fred drove through the intersection, right through the red light, man, doing about 80 miles an hour. And and of course the cop took off after us. And here I am with a quarter pound of marijuana underneath my seat. Yeah, we got pulled over. With the czars and czarinas and all that. Sound like a romantic time to me. Communism is fucked up. It fucked everything up, you ask me, by the looks of things. 'Cause I've seen pictures of those former Soviet bloc countries. Ew. Hell, when I was in Berlin, they had us gear up, and they would fly us around in C-130s. And we found out later it was a show of force, because they knew we were, the Russians knew we were there, and we would just let them know, yeah, we know that but we're ready. Are you? Yeah, I mean, that was the mentality. So, but anyhow, come back to life. Uh, who's being bombed? Who's bombing y'all? Is it Ukraine with drones again? Those drones are fucking evil, man. I need to get a shotgun, a scatter gun. That'd take out a drone. Where a civilian one, I don't know about a military one. Mm. We're at an intense safe zone. I up until this little car, uh, I don't know if you remember me mentioning I was in a car wreck about 10 years ago and I got 5 herniated discs in my neck. Well, I had a Ford Explorer. It's like a predecessor to the SUVs you see today. And I got rear-ended, totaled my vehicle. And I didn't have a car again for a long time. Several, man, almost about 8 months, something like that. I'll probably never have another car again after this one. That's why I'm trying to fight so hard to save it. Cause there, I always had a fascination with antiquity, like ancient Rome. Uh, Not the perversions per se, but do you know what a nurse's aide is? They're the people that work in nursing homes and take care of old people, change them, feed them, and all that kind of stuff. Well, believe it or not, I actually did that for like 2 years. I got burned out on engineering, and I decided I was going to do that instead. And that was the most hardest job physically and emotionally I've ever had. Combat was easier than that. These, that's why I'm so kind of upset about my mom being in a nursing home because I know what she's going through. She's just laying there rotting. She's already got a bed sore on her lower back, and it's just gonna do nothing but get worse. Because I worked in them nursing homes and I know what happens. It's horrible. Mm. You ever heard of hospice? Who's the other? Is Nick? Nick, are you in here? Are you feeling better? I'll be right back, Eve. If you hear me. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go take a leak, and I didn't want to take you in there with me. What are you, like 5 foot? How many feet are there in 158 centimeters?
158
Oh,
centimeters is
y-
equivalent to 5 feet.
you're 5'4". You're 5'2".
Inches.
Okay. I'm looking at my email. I always go through here and delete them this time of day. See if there's anything important. Don't look like it. How about another look? Oh, yeah, I really want an e-bike, but it's going to be a while on that. I see. I was thinking about getting one of those three wheels, a trike, for to get as a backup because I'm having so many problems with my car, and I don't even know if I can get it fixed. Not yet, anyway. Well, no one's come on Instagram.
Where exactly does a very large member appear to when you're doing the horizontal mamba? The main channel.
Oh, thank you, E, for liking my video. Since I was looking, checking on stuff, I decided to look and see if everybody's seen the videos. I ain't looked on YouTube. About to. Chicken nugget. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, that's just stuff in my feed. Oh, still no subscribers. 107 views. Oh, well. He'll probably top out about 135 or so. And then I'll do that one where it'll go up in the thousands. Everybody and their dog brother seems to like it. What are you going to have you had supper yet? It's got to be getting, what, about 10 o'clock by now, huh? What the fuck? Huh. Yeah, I think tomorrow when I do a live show, I'm gonna do it on the big screen because my phone's dying. I'm gonna have to get off here, plug it up, charge it up. I don't know why. No one ever calls me, or no one that I'm interested in talking to anyway. So I guess I'll do another day of not smoking weed. See what happens. See, I got a whole bunch of pot, but it ain't gonna do me no good if I try to smoke it. I've smoked so much, it's just my tolerance is too high. The thing about a pickup truck is you can haul stuff. Like if you're going down the road and someone has got a piece of furniture they put on the side of the road and it's still good, and you go, "Hey, I want that." Boy, you can put that sucker in the back of that pickup truck and take it on home, man. Anything else? But it's good for hauling stuff. Gas wise, no, they suck. Uh, you have to, if you want good gas mileage, you have to get something like a Toyota, Mazda. I got a Mazda 3, little car, 4-door sedan. It does pretty good. Though this last time cost me $40 American just to fill up, and it ain't never cost me $40. Aren't you tired? You're probably bored with my dumb ass. You new toy. Yeah, that's what we'll get you. I'll get you for your birthday. Since you got overly aroused, according to the doctors, me and Nick will go halves and we'll buy you a dildo. Give him a break. No, I would. Oh, I wouldn't do nothing like that. I wouldn't even bring that up to Nick. That I would see the humor in it, but he might not. So, or or have you seen on YouTube those people that are buying these dolls for like $6, $7, $8,000? They're some kind of sex doll. To me, that'd be almost necrophilic. To me, that'd be like screwing a dead person because it's just gonna lay there, you know. Hey, what are you doing, Zeb? Oh, I'm screwing Barbie the doll. Damn raptor. Are you having a dinosaur moment? What to do? What to do? Oh, hey, you want to see something really cool? I have an Aztec necklace. You ever heard of the Aztecs? Where is it? I must find it. Yeah, there she be. All right. Let's see if you can see this, if I can keep it still. That is a real live Aztec necklace. That is unrefined turquoise. When my uncle died, I found him. I was the one that found him. And I went over there to watch out for him. He didn't need to be by himself. My aunt did that on purpose. She took him and stuck him by himself to kind of hurry things along to get his money. Because and I'm going to tell you how I know about the money. When he died, they wanted us to come over there and take whatever we wanted. To a point, that was true. After about 45 minutes, they said, "Oh, that's enough stuff. Y'all need to leave." Yeah, that's what kind of fucked up people they are. Well, anyhow, they gave me his computer. So when I got it home, I said, "Okay, I'm going to make it my computer," and because I know how to do that, and I'm going to erase it and reload Windows, but I plugged it up, and it come on, and the first thing that popped up, show you what? Oh, the necklace. This is it, right here. Yep, he was an archaeologist as well as a chef, a real live chef, and he was gay. Yeah, that bisexual at best, but he liked the boys. He never approached me. I don't agree with that lifestyle, but he was the cool uncle. No judgments. No beratements. Unlike the rest of them. That's why when I can settle things a little bit more financially speaking, and I'm hoping to be able to do that this year. Lord God, let's keep faith and believe that it's going to happen. But it only costs $400, but I'm thinking about legally changing my name to Zebediah Dozer or Dozier. I pronounce it Dozier, but it's pronounced that or Dozer, either way, and or. I don't want to be associated with that name, and I don't want to be associated with those people with that name. I should have done it a long time ago. All those people, Eve, when I was 7 years old, Eve, they threw me to the wind. It was like, fuck you, sink or swim. And I know throughout the world, and I've seen it. People have it a lot worse. But man, I didn't really have it that bad until after they divorced, and it just got worse and worse, and it's been on a. Yeah, I got some others, not anything valuable. I used to get agates and make necklaces. I only got a few left. Let me see. Gee, I don't even see that other one. I ain't no telling where it is. Stuck off of my ass where my head is. Okay. Yeah, I only got a couple left. Ain't that a shame? See if I can show you this one. That's a purple. Looks a little bluish, but it's purple. Isn't that pretty? And this is my favorite one. Right here. That used to be blue. A solid blue. But I found out in China, because that's where this comes from, this and the other one, they dye the rocks. And what I did, I took some acetone, fingernail polish remover, and let this soak in it and got the paint or the dye off of it. And I wear it like that, and it's pretty, and I like it. I used to have one that was solid black that turned white like this, but my crazy ass mother broke it. Oh, I got some others that are broke as I think about it. Ow. Me and my boxes. See, I like boxes. This is another one. And it's made out of stone. I don't know what kind of stone, but let's see. I got this one. Now this one is not dyed. It is dark blue. But it fell and it broke in 3 pieces. But I glued it back together with a glue called E6000, I think it's called. And that sucker has stayed ever since. Now this one isn't broke, but it's just real small. Yay! And of course this one got broke. This used to be a real favorite of mine, but it got broke, man. I hated it when that happened. I'll never get another one like that. I've always had a thing about rocks, even when I was a little old kid. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but that's 2 peacocks carved on this whatever kind of rock this is. I want to say that's soapstone, but I'm not sure about that. I wonder if I got any other still up here. I don't know. Everything got so tossed and disarrayed. Oh, look what I made. A little guitar. Well, I guess that's it for the necklaces. Huh. Have you ever met Fred? I don't think you met Fred. Let me see if I can get this up here. That's Fred. See his guitar? Oh, that's my grandma. That's my grandpa. And that's my grandma. They're both gone. I keep getting scared sometimes, thinking my time's coming, but there's long life in my family. Usually, no one dies to like 95 plus, something like that. Shit. Yeah, this is the last cigarette. Hey, copycat. Come with me one last time before I get off, let you go and have a smoke and all that fun shit. There's my baby. There's old Lemmy. Sweet, sweet, sweet kitty cat. Oh. Boy, I'm glad I cut the grass the other day. Hopefully I won't have to fool with it till next week. You're gonna be starting getting warmer. Remember who? Oh my gosh, I've been on here for 2.5 hours. Who's the other person in here? Is Nick in here? He ain't saying much if he is. Ow! I burnt my fool self. Well, Eve, I guess. Well, I'm going to tell you, Eve, I kind of doubt anybody's really going to give a shit if when I croak. I ain't got anybody that cares. Nobody that I can name. No, there is nobody. Everybody, when I talked about all that shit that happened 3 years ago, see, it wasn't just Brenda and my son. It was like everybody was fucking me around. And just betraying me left and right and leaving me in the shit. Oh, I wonder who the other person is in here. Or it shows another person. They're not saying nothing. I guess they're just shy. But no, so, there was a time in my life when I was trying real hard to be a rock and roll star. We're talking bands, going and playing and all that stuff. And then I realized it wasn't going to happen. I said, not down here in Texas. You have to go to L.A., then you have to get into the big hair shit, and I'm not into big hair. The guys wearing hairspray in their hair and shit. Fuck all that. That's a faggot. Oh, is his thing on, but he's not watching? Oh well. Yep. Almost done. Gee, I really didn't jam a lot. I did earlier, but not till you came on. Not that it's your fault or anything. Well, Eve, I guess I'm going to run to the store real quick. Oh, yeah, Uncle Zeb. How many kids do you want? 10? Like I've told people in the past, if you don't see me come online, then something's happened. I'm either dead, in jail, one of the two. Because there was one time where I deleted this channel, where I deleted all the content on it. And that was because I couldn't really play. Because Brenda was so sick. That I stopped playing. And on top of that, I had developed an infection right here in my jaw. Osteomyelitis is what they call it. And I went in on a Friday to find out what the hell. And they said, you're coming in Monday to get operated on because you're going to be eating and your jaw is going to break and all the infection is going to go throughout your body. You can become septic and die. So they got me in there and they pulled out all my teeth. And I wear dentures now because of that. It was from a car wreck. Another car wreck and getting punched in the face. But that's a long story. But anyway, I guess I'm going to sign off here, Eve. Run to the store, get back, take a shower, get ready for tonight's tournament. But, oh hell, I got a couple hours on the tournament. But anyway, I'll catch you later. Thank you for stopping by. Someone gave me another thumbs up. I don't know who the hell did that. But I bet you no new subscribers. Anyway, I'll see you later, Eve, okay? I'm waiting for you to say bye before I just click it off. Oh, I am a rock star. When everything went to hell and I started double downing on this channel, I declared myself, I said, fuck it, I ain't got no money. But I got a guitars. So I said, I'm going to proclaim myself a rock star. So I'm like a starving musician. I ain't got no money, no gigs, but I like to play. But anyway, look for me tomorrow, man. I'll catch you later.